going into grade 5, and here we are talking about sex with the teacher, and it's really, really awkward. Really awkward.
It wasn't comfortable talking about that for me. I don't know if it was the way she presented it or if it was just like something because my parents never really talked about that kind of stuff.
Mom and dad have sex, have kids. There you go. Like there wasn't like detail necessarily, but like it was just pretty much boys have this, girls have this, creates a baby. Don't do it unless you're married. That's like pretty much what Mom and Dad said.
It was more so just very basic and scientific and just like very biological. Is that the word? Is that the word for it? Just like this is how it happens and this is what's up and now you know, right? And you better protect yourself, otherwise there's a chance that you'll get an STD.
And we can get pregnant and anything just to scare a bunch of 14-year-old girls from going there.
As a kid, everybody's like telling you what they learned. So I mean, you kind of build up this sexual vernacular. I mean, that's the time that the internet was evolving too, and we'd have computers, and the information was available, not from a credible source, right? It's kind of hearsay. Like you go home, you watch something on TV, right? You see, do you guys know about this? And then I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I'm just relaying it to other people that don't know what they're talking about. So then it just is the chaos of between naivety and knowledge, and it's just nuts.
I knew kind of things that were going on, but like for me to go through those changes and kind of get like a video of like what's gonna happen, it was kind of a relief. But I think nobody else took it serious enough.
This happens to them every month, and you just kind of think to yourself, oh, that's gross, right? Because you don't know any better, right? You're still a guy who plays in the sandbox, or like I was still playing with my Legos.
Too, like, are you embarrassed about these things, or is it actually truly funny as a kid because it's so ludicrous, it's so shocking, you have no idea what this is, like this new thing, but I don't know, that's a way of coping or some kind of self-defense mechanism to maybe the trauma that it was, because a kid fainted in my class. I mean, that's like, I don't know, that was like a shot, it was like a KO.
And my dad just pulled me aside, and my dad is a very matter-of-fact individual, and so he just plainly stated to me what sex was, and it was as if he took it right out of a dictionary. Very blunt, straightforward, no nonsense approach. And Paul, this is what sex is, tells me what it is, and then just kind of nods, and so that's what sex is.
My parents never really did worry about it. They kind of saw me as a guy with maybe my head on my shoulders, but then I turned 19 and I didn't have my head on my shoulders anymore. I turned 18 and it was just like, hey, I'm my own adult and I can do whatever I want, right, with anything in life, because, you know, I'm smarter than my parents are when you're 18.
And because nobody talks about church, and then like you got like the media going, so I think that's why some people lean towards it, because that's what everybody else is doing, and that's more inviting kind of thing.
And a lot of my girlfriends were sleeping with their boyfriends eventually, so it was kind of, you kind of wanted to fit in, I guess, and you felt like you were missing out on something when everyone was talking about it.
But yeah, the most knowledge I got was just from friends and media, you know what I mean, wherever it was coming in, whatever source.
The culture that we live in this world, we're in a world full of lies, and you know, with every truth that can be posed, you can fill that with almost an infinite number of lies to go alongside it. And so we live in this culture full of them, and so we've got to discover what's true and what's not, and seeking after those things, and also challenge our own presuppositions and what may be true or what may not be true. And we are bombarded by sex. We have a culture that throws it at us at all aspects, and through media and so many other mediums. And so we have to discern, what does God want from us? What has He planned for us? And what is the world lying to us about? And so the Stand Conference is covering these issues and looking at them, and hopefully we can walk away from it knowing what God wants from us more so.